Well, good morning. It's the 14th of August 2020, and welcome to another daily devotional. This morning I was in Romans chapter 12, and there is so much good stuff in Romans chapter 12. But the verse I want to draw your attention to is verse 2. It's something we talk a lot about in the church. It says this: "Do not be conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is his good and acceptable and perfect will." Do not be conformed, but be transformed. Don't be conformed to the world, but be transformed to the renewal of the mind, the renewing of the mind, that we might be able to test what God's will is in our lives, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. It's so easy to be conforming to the world. We're bombarded with stuff from the world all the time. Every time we switch on the TV or the radio or turn on the computer, there's stuff from the world that's wanting to bombard us all the time. And we're told not to conform to the world, but we're told to be transformed. Now, how are we transformed? We're transformed through the renewing of the mind, by changing how we think, by bringing our mind into line with the mind of Christ. Paul tells Timothy, "You haven't been given a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." That word sound mind can also be translated as self-control. It means wise discretion, but there's more to it. It basically means you have the mind of Christ. We're transformed by bringing our mind into alignment with what Christ thinks about a matter. And whenever we align ourselves with what Jesus thinks about something, we're transformed. We're transformed from the inside out. This word for transformed only exists in two other places in the New Testament. It's the word metamorphosis. It's we talk about how a caterpillar becomes a chrysalis, and metamorphosis takes place, and they turn into a butterfly. It's that same word, metamorphosis. It's used on the Mount of Transfiguration to describe Jesus' transfiguration, his metamorphosis into his glorified self, which the disciples see. His clothes shot forth lightning. But it's also used in that verse that says that we are transformed from glory into ever increasing glory. And so Paul's telling us that if we bring our mind into line with what Jesus thinks about something, we get transformed. We get transformed from glory into glory. That what took place with Jesus in the physical is what's going on the inside of us as we are transformed. The biggest problem for Christians isn't so much willful sinning, it's thinking. It's having the wrong thought patterns about something, having the wrong thoughts about ourselves, that we are victims or that we are under condemnation or wrath, or having wrong thoughts about other people, that we should take offense at them, that they are useless or that they are way better than us, or whatever. We have these thoughts all the time, but we're supposed to have the mind of Christ. And so we need to take captive every thought. And this is a good habit to form, that whenever you catch yourself thinking a stinking thought, it's good to say, well, hold on, no, that isn't the truth. This is what the truth is. The truth is that there's therefore now no condemnation for those who are in Christ. The truth is that we're the head, we're not the tail, and all these kind of things. And as we start to declare truth over us, we start to bring our mind into alignment with the way that God thinks. And that's how we get transformed. Because good thinking always leads to faith. And faith always leads, true faith, always leads to good action. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. I'm not talking about name it, claim it kind of faith. I'm just talking about just believe God. Because he is good and he is faithful. And as we wait upon him, he renews our strength. And as we take captive every thought, he transforms our minds, because he has given us the mind of Christ. Have a great day, guys.